key. I'm sorry. Transposing is fine. If you cannot do it, that's on you. But you really, really market yourself better by being able to play in every key. Now, when I'm behind the organ, I can't fake it. I either know it or I don't know it. And 9 times out of 10, if I don't know it, I'm not going to try to get up there. I'm just saying, that's just me. Because I'm thinking about my brand at any opportunity when I'm playing. Now, I say brand because I don't just play for artists. I play for a local church. I'm pianist at Church Street. I'm minister of music at St. James and Leeton. I'm thinking about any avenue or wherever I am. If I don't know me and I don't know how to play my instrument that I'm talking about I play, that falls back on me and it makes it look like I don't know what I'm doing. So again, learning your instrument in every key is going to help you before it harms you, okay? Also, learning how to feel the music is going to help you. I love drummers that have attitude, that can spot this and hit this, double kick in it, but if you're doing all of that and you're not sticking with just the strict 1, 4, 5, 2, 6, 5, 7 changes, you're making yourself look like a clown when you're doing too much, okay? That's just me. When you don't know your music and you're just up there playing and making a beat, that makes you look bad. Especially if you didn't go to choir practice that week, or you didn't take the time to go to YouTube and listen to the originals, because you can put in any song just about nowadays and you can find them. So that's my drummers. I know I got a couple of them in here. I'm just picking at y'all because I see Dion. But seriously, it's okay to have fun, but know when you need to use your pocket. Everybody has a pocket. Everybody has, musically, everybody has a pocket. Singers, everybody has a pocket. You can't be background singing and ad-libbing so hard that you're out doing what the lead singer is doing. I've seen this so many times. Ah, really? And the leader is up here turning around looking at you like, what you doing? I can't get my verse out. Because the background is just bopping, got it going. Okay. Know your parts. Something that I tell folks all the time. Your ears should be so trained that you should be able to sit down, put a CD in your car, and know if it's a live production where each instrument is placed on that mix. Don't believe me? The CD I did this with, I did it with Prince at the time because I was trying to learn a couple of songs from the Purple Rain album. And in a live mix, I was closing my ears to everything outside, and I was closing my eyes, and I really seriously sat there and I said, okay, in my truck, what side do I hear the drums? Drums was right here on my right. Then I took keys. Where's the keys? Keyboard was coming in both my ears, so it was out front. Then I took the bass. Bass was behind me. Bass was more behind me. So I knew it was behind the room somewhere because it was coming through my back speakers. I'm teaching y'all something now. All right. And then after that, guitar. I knew guitar was out front too because that was Prince. This is strategically how this whole live recording was done. Drums was here, Prince was here, bass was back here. And that's the thing. When you're doing live and live production, you're playing live with a band. Whatever side you sit down, and I know I got to pick at this, girls. When I was playing with them, I was comfortable on my right side. So I stuck with knowing my monitor's coming this way. I got stuck with the sound. But being truthfully professional, you need to be professional in the way that you can go and sit in, no matter if you're in the right, the left, the center, and be comfortable enough to the point where you can hear stuff. So I hear myself out of the left right now since I moved over. Now I hear myself from the front. You got to be comfortable enough that wherever you're placed, you still do the job. You still go in, you still perform and do the best that you can do. Now, I'm not a sound person. However, I know how to put a sound system together. I know how to run sound. I know how to run a soundboard. I know how to do a mix. I also know how to turn around and I can say, okay, I know something is not mixing, so let's pull these highs up, let's pull these lows down. Your ears are what's another thing that's going to help you in whatever you do. This is church stuff too. I love going to a church that has everything blended. Like I love that everything is over here. You see how everything is together? One of the hardest things to do is to be in a certain situation and you got to see your drummer way across over there and he's playing behind your organ. And no mixer, no floor monitors. So you're trying to listen and see what are they doing, who is doing what, what's going on, why is this going on, why, okay. The idea set up is to be together. The idea set up for me is to be together. But not just so that it's y'all are together, so that y'all can feed off each other's energy when you play. When I play, if the person beside me is hot and they're really into the music, they're going to look over at me. And if I'm just sitting there, it's going to throw everything off. And that's church too. I mean, I'm the same way everywhere I go. I enjoy playing. So you put your bands together so that everybody is there. They can hear. They have the same mix, same everything, same sound. So that way when everybody's playing, you can hear where the drums are coming out your full. You can hear the guitar. You can hear this. Now that's for folks that have the band. But for like me, I have an organ and a drummer. And I'm the organ. So I don't have to worry about what everything sounds like. All I have to do is worry about what my drummer sounds like. Because if I'm the bass, if I'm the keys, if I'm the this and that, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm doing everything. But you still have to know how to control your sound, your volume. Now, there's moments for me when I pull all my drum bars out, I'm doing that for a reason. Because I feel I need to do something powerful. But there's moments when I just pull out maybe 2 or 3 drum bars and it's just real light, fluty sound. That's because I'm just trying to accent worship. I'm not trying to overkill or overpower worship. But I like when there's uniformity where somebody that's playing the lead instrument, don't know if it's the keyboardist, don't know if it's the organist, but it's always good to see who is the actual leader. Who's the person that's in control, that's leading your music ministry? Do you know how to follow? A lot of us say we're leaders. Do we know how to follow? Do you know how to work behind your MD? Do you know how to let an instrument be kind of upraised, like lead vocal, and play so that everything else is at the bottom? You know, little things that you can do in your church ministries that aren't being done. Again, it all goes back to how your setups are. For me, I go back to the setup and I think, okay, if I'm going to have a bass player, do I want this person behind me, in front of me, beside me, or wherever? Because I know if I have drums and it's not caged in, then I know that's going to be wide open. Your sound is important. If people don't know what you're singing when you're playing, how you worship them, okay? If people don't know what you are playing because you're not really putting forth the effort, I'll call that, as far as the musicianship, how people worship them. You know, people when they come to church, because I know we're in church, when people come to church, a lot of times people bring everything that they had from the week with them. We don't know what happened. We don't know who died. We don't know who's sick. We don't know who had a rough day on work. We don't know whose child had something happen. We don't know what the finances of the household are. So when you don't have a spiritual life, and you bring all this in, and you don't leave it at the door as you come in, musicians, singers, you tear up service. Okay? And you damage those that are coming in to get healing. Because you don't know yourself what you're doing. You're not focusing on letting God do it versus Kim do it. Kim is going to mess up anything that Kim does if she doesn't do it with prayer and with true humility, integrity. But if I don't know what I'm doing, and if I don't know my own music, and if I don't know what I'm supposed to be singing, how can I reach a true worship, a true level of worship, if I'm all over the place? Okay? When you go into church, the worship is not about you. It's about you. It's about God getting it, first of all. And a lot of times, musicians, we get the bad rap, singers, we get the bad rap, because we'll be that I'm getting a check. No matter when I come, I'm getting a check. As long as I got my rehearsal, I'm getting a check. My check, my check. But you can't be a blessing with the check mentality. All right? If we give, we receive. A lot of times I give more than I receive, but I don't worry about that, because along the way, God puts little things called doors, and he lets me walk through. There's a lot of times I don't even know how I became the doors for him. Don't know how they found me, but they did. And I'm one of the only African American female faces that you see with him. I don't boast that. That's something that God did, because I didn't look for it. It came to me. A lot of times he'll give you stuff to give you a reassurance in yourself, giving you a little bit of confidence in yourself, giving you a little boost in yourself. And he does that so that he wants you to remember, when you get to these bigger places, to always remember to bless him and give back to him. Because you're not going to get to those big venues and those big places if you're not really living for him. And then two, we know that there's another side of living. A lot of people do things without Christianity in their hindsight. So in that instance, there's a lot of folks that are around here that are living their present heaven and won't make it. All right? I see that every day. When I'm on the road, when I'm going to different places, I see the devil for himself. I see how he has a strong hold on people. I see how he put drugs and alcohol on folks. I'll see how he has young girls doing God knows what, because they want X, Y, and Z. That's the artist you're playing for to get my number. It's sad. But we live in dying days. We live in a really sad world. And we live in a situation where everything apparently just goes. Everything is going. And I'm telling you these things because I'm seeing these things. It's not like I'm just telling you something I don't know. I'm telling you firsthand. When you get to the next level of musicianship, there's a price that comes with it. And when that price comes, you need to be ready. You need to have a firm answer.